Okay, we were asked to make a video on how we make apple cider vinegar. We've been working our apples up, and these are the bits, the scraps, and they're just the cores and the peels, and you can see some of them are kind of starting to turn brown, and they kind of have a vinegar smell to them already. You don't want to use any bits that have mold of any kind. Green, white, black, no mold. And so we have a 5-gallon bucket that's just about full. So we have to stop because you have to have room for your sugar and your liquids. So we're going to add 2 cups of sugar to this. You can add a little more if you like your vinegar a little sweeter. But for our 5-gallon bucket, we're going to put about 2 cups of sugar. Go ahead. Keep going. Probably a little bit more. Let's see. Perfect. And then you top it off with water, and you want just enough water to cover the fruit scraps. Okay, so we're just going to top this off here with just enough water to cover the fruit, and sometimes the fruit will float, and that's okay too. And then when you get done, you'll just stir it in. And then our last component that we will have is the raw organic apple cider vinegar. Okay, we're going to stir this in just a little bit. And our fruit is wanting to float, but that's okay. I'm going to have Jackson stir. Reach to the bottom if you can, Jack. Stir our sugar around. And I'll show you, while he's stirring that, I'll show you. I usually use the Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar as a starter. It's the one with the mother in it. But the store was out this time, so I just got the Heinz brand, same thing. Once you start making your own homemade vinegar, you don't have to buy these anymore. You can just use your own vinegar because your vinegar will have mother in it. So we stirred that around, and we're ready to add our apple cider vinegar. And you want to shake it up good to make sure that you get all of the mother, because it will sink to the bottom. And you just fill up. We're going to use about 1 cup. You could probably use less, but we just want to make sure we get enough in our bucket. Kind of gives it a good kick start. So we've measured out about 1 cup of vinegar. Go ahead, Jackson, add it to the bucket. You'll stir that in, and you'll add a towel to the top, or cheesecloth or something where you won't get flies and dirt and debris. And then you'll let that sit, and you'll stir it about once a week. And after 1 month, you can strain all of the apple bits out, and it will be ready to use in about 2 to 3 months. Depends on the time of year. It's hot right now here, so it'll probably take a couple months. Last year I made a batch in the wintertime, and it took about 3 months. You want to keep this in a cool, dark place, or a warm, dark place, but no light. Light is the one thing that will ruin your vinegar faster than anything. So we're going to cover this with a towel, and we'll tie a string around it since I don't have a giant rubber band. And then I'm going to take it to the other room in the pantry where it's nice and dark, and we'll let it sit. I'll check it in about 1 week. So the last thing I do is put a date on my vinegar, July 31st, so that I don't forget when I started it.